Nah, not the whole thing. Just the clip.
Any advice to our young comics and people out there in this industry, Rick?
Improvisation. Study improv.
Oh, yes, that is a great idea. I need to sign
It's
up.
the core of everything, of every single thing. I'm an improvangelist. I say this is the root of it. It's the base of what you want in your life and your career. And it is because at the end of that creative career, you're going to be known for one of two things, either how much you improvised or how much you plagiarized. And there's no third option. And even if you're just ripping yourself off, listen to all the songwriters that just start to fall into their own sound and they start looping in circles. But I think the comedians who keep busting outward and outward and outward are the ones that use improvisation one way or the other, even if it means you're improvising while you're typing. Because it's either you're typing something you haven't heard before or you're typing something you have heard before. And what part of your brain, what part of yourself and your gut are you taking these things from? What part of yourself do you give permission to express through you?
Is it a break from familiarity? Is it a way to feel free to go ahead and touch into areas
until you get familiar with that? Yes.
Yeah, and then it's going out from there again.
Yeah, let that become familiar.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Let embracing that part become familiar to you, so you trust it.
Yeah,
you're gonna when you figured it all out. You're gonna have some mistakes when you had it all perfectly planned.
But when you're at that moment, you have expanded so far that it's impressive to everybody else. Whether it's impressive to you or not, that shouldn't matter, right? It's all you just keep moving because that's what you're really about. I always found that my favorite moments on stage is when I make up something on stage. When something comes out on the flow of the act, you're doing a joke and all of a sudden something happens. You have a whole new tag. You just say something different and the crowd knows it because it's the first time you said it. And that to me is, that to me is better than the pay I'm going to get. That to me is like just as a reward for, and I don't want anybody else in the bookers to hear me say that. Really, Doug, why don't you say something funny? Won't pay you. But you know what I'm saying? I think that's great. That's great advice.